Happy imagination. It's time for Soboru's dream fairy tale. Did you have a good day today? Today, I'm going to introduce a classic love story of Korea. It is Chunhyangjeon. Every May, the city of love Namwon, North Jeolla province, holds Chunhyang festival around Dano. The 5th day of the 5th month of the lunar year, because on that day, Chunhyang and Mongryong first met in Gwangharu, a traditional beautiful garden. But this year, due to the COVID-19, it was celebrated just online from September 10th to September 13th. Shall we go into the story to meet Chunhyang and Mongryong? Title: Chunhyang and Mongryong. In the Joseon dynasty, there lived Song Chunhyang, the only daughter of Wolme, who was a giseng, Korea geisha. Chunhyang grew up being praised by everyone in the neighborhood for a filial piety and courtesy. Chunhyang was now 16 years old, and she became a very wise and beautiful woman. Then, a new governor, Sato in Korean, was appointed and transferred to Namwon. Lee Mongryong, a son of Sato, was also a 16-year-old fine young man. It was one afternoon in May with warm sunshine. Reading a book, Mongryong said to Bangja, his one of the servants. Bangja, isn't it Dano today? Yeah, that's right, master. Yeah, that's why I kind of feel distracted. Is there anything fun? Oh, then would you like to go out to Gwangharu? It happens to be Dano today. Probably. People are getting together and playing games. That's a good idea. Let's go out and see. Mongryong went out to Gwangharu. Being there and hearing the birds sing in the fresh breeze, he felt like he was in paradise. He closed his eyes for a moment, reciting a poem, and was lost in meditation. Then he heard some laughter from somewhere and opened his eyes. A beautiful young lady was on the swing. Bangja, is that lady a fairy or a human being? Haha, she's Chunhyang, the daughter of Wolme. Yeah, I've never seen such a beautiful woman. I'd like to talk to her. Let's go over there. Mongryong went over to Chunhyang, who was swinging. On that day, they fell in love with each other at first sight. As the days went by, their love grew deeper and deeper. One day, Lee Mongryong visited Chunhyang's house and said to Wolme, I love Chunhyang. Please allow us to marry. No, it's impossible. How can you marry her? Absolutely not. I'm sure your family will disagree, for we are from the lower class. It means I just need to get my parents' permission. You have to keep your promise. She has no choice but to believe his words and allow him to marry her daughter. That night, Mongryong and Chunhyang sang a love song together, promising to marry each other. 이리 오너라 업고 놀자. 이리 오너라 업고 놀자. 사랑 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 내 사랑이야. 사랑이로구나 내 사랑이야. Meanwhile, 몽룡's father strongly disagreed. What are you talking about, 몽룡? You have to go back to Seoul in a few days. We have to leave Namwon. What? No way. I promised Chunhyang to marry her. Are you crazy? Dream on. Get ready to leave now. So Chunhyang and 몽룡 couldn't but break up. That night before his leaving, 몽룡 said to Chunhyang, Keep this ring, Chunhyang. I will come back. Trust me and wait until then. Okay, my love. I'll be waiting for you. Be careful. After that, Chunhyang cried all day long. 월매 told Chunhyang, Poor thing, you shouldn't have loved him, who is from the upper class. Don't cry, you are breaking my heart. After some days, a new governor, whose name is 변사또, was transferred. He was very greedy and mean. It's been a few days since I came here. How boring and quiet it is. Let's have a party. I'd like to see pretty girls. He had his men put up a notice in order to pick some beautiful women who would be invited to the party. They danced and sang in front of him, but he didn't like any woman. He thought it and talked to himself. Oh, there is no woman I like in this town. One of his men said, Governor, in fact, there's a real beauty called Chunhyang in this town. However, I couldn't bring her because she has a fiancé. Really? Is that true? Bring her right now. That's why Chunhyang was taken to him. You are as beautiful as I have heard. Your fiancé has not come back for more than 3 years. Is it right? Are you still waiting for him? He promised to come back. I trust him. Are you an idiot? I can't believe how you trust him. How about marrying me instead of him? If you marry me, you will live in peace and comfort. But if you don't obey my order, you will be in prison for life. I won't obey your order. What? Take her out and hit her until she realizes what she has done. Disobeying his order, she was severely hit and put in jail. In the meantime, 몽룡 won the first place in a national civil service exam, became 암행어사, a high-level security inspector, and went down to Namwon. 몽룡 said to himself, It's been a long time since we broke up. Is she still waiting for me? 몽룡 went to Chunhyang's home in shabby clothes. 월매 was surprised to see 몽룡's looking. What is this? My family was broke. Even if my situation is like this, I wonder if Chunhyang would accept me. How poor she is. She is in prison because of you. They went to the prison together to see her. My love, what's wrong with you? You must have had a hard time. Mother, when I die, please sell my things and give him delicious food and good clothes. 몽룡 shed tears, knowing what Chunhyang really meant. The next day, was Byonsato's birthday, and there was a big party. Delicious food, exciting music. Governor, I brought you a gift. Thank you. By the way, have you heard the news? A few days ago, a secret inspector came to a neighboring town. I see. But what does that have to do with me? I'm not guilty at all. I'm not scared of him at all. The governor and guests were having a good time, eating and drinking. Then a beggar came in opening the gate. Oh, you're having a party. I'm starving to death. Can I get some food? Shame on you. You came and ruined the atmosphere. Hey, make a table in that corner and give him some food. Thank you. He ate the food, wrote a poem, and left the table. One of the men brought it to the governor. He said, "A pretty glass of wine is like blood of ordinary people. A good food on the pretty table is from the people's hard work. When the candle melts and falls to the ground, the tears of people fall. When the song is loud, the resentment is high." Then suddenly the gate opened wide, and the soldiers under 몽룡's order rushed into the party. 암행어사 출두요! A secret inspector is here. The guests were busy throwing out their hats, shoes, and running around. In the end, they, including the governor, got caught. You know your wrongdoings. Collecting taxes from people. You only play and eat. Put him in prison right now. Take Chunhyang out of prison and bring her in front of me. The governor was put in prison, and Chunhyang was brought to the secret inspector, lowering her head and getting on the ground. I heard your name is Chunhyang. How dare you refuse to the governor's order? I'll give you another chance to live. How about marrying me? I will not. The old saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. Just kill me. 몽룡 went over to Chunhyang and said, Chunhyang, raise your face and look at me. I can't believe. Is it true? Is it a dream? After completing all the missions of a secret inspector, 몽룡 went up to Seoul with Chunhyang, and the couple lived happily ever after.